So I decided, just kind of, it's been on my mind for a while, to start a new YouTube page. And I've never actually vlogged before or done anything like this, but I'm kind of on this new thing, and I'm going through a really new chapter in my life, and I'm on a different course, and I thought that it would be great to share it. And I know that there are a lot of people who vlog and do stuff like that, but all it takes is one person to hear something or maybe be encouraged and feel some love or anything. And I just figured, why not? Maybe nobody will watch, maybe nobody will care, but I just feel like I should. So my name is Leilani. Um, Online, I kind of go by Liberty Grace. Um, I just I love the name Liberty Grace, but my name is Leilani, and I am 31 years old, and I have always loved God. I've always known that there was a God. Um, and I'm not going to share my testimony and all of that at this point. But basically, I've been through a lot in my life, like many of you have, I'm sure. Um, I've been through probably everything imaginable. Okay, well, not everything imaginable, but I've been through a lot. And 31 years old, I've grown, but I've kind of done the same habits over and over again with certain things. And recently, I've gone through um, a broken heart, which you all know how that feels. It's not my first one, but it always feels like the first broken heart. And so at this point, I just really solely decided that as much as I've loved God, I've considered myself a Christian, I've gone to church for a while, I really have thrown myself completely into God, and have realized that what I'm doing obviously is not working. And I think it takes getting to that point and kind of falling. And even though, yeah, okay, this isn't the worst thing in the world that's ever happened to me, it took this particular time in my life and everything I've gone through and this particular person to really bring about this. And as painful as it is, anybody who's going through heartbreak or has been through it, you know how painful it is. And um, the things that you go through. And I'm not going to get into specifics about this particular heartbreak right now. But basically, I've been really delving fully into God, and in reaching new depths with Him, and trying not to conform to the world, and realizing that it is a giant fight in the flesh to, you know, your flesh has these temper tantrums, and it's just not something you're used to. And that whole habit of, when I've gone through something before, and it's like, what is going to ease the pain right now? What's going to get me through this right now? And that hasn't worked in the past, because all that does is it piles up. So then you get to a point like where I'm at now recently, where my heart is not healed at all. Like, all my past pains and hurts, I just kind of piled on because I would just continue to put band-aids over it, but I wouldn't allow the healing. And so when that happens, and you have 31 years of scars or open wounds, or infected wounds, and you come to a point and you're like, oh crap, this is not the worst thing that could ever happen to me right now, but it feels like everything from my past and my mind and my heart is just rushing. And instead of turning away from it, this time I decided to just go through it, and not go through it alone, go through it with God. And So I wanted to offer encouragement. Days get dark. Things are troubling. I think one of my biggest problems, one of my biggest things with just who I am and how I am, especially in this situation, but in a lot of situations in my life, I don't understand. And I think we get caught up on not understanding. And though I think that it's okay to want to know why, if you're with somebody like me, it's very analytical. I want to understand things. I want to get it. I need to understand. And I think that's a part of my childhood and not having control of situations that were detrimental to me and my life and my well-being. And so now it's like I want to have control, and that's been really hard for me when it's come to God and when it's come to my life. And I can't control people. I can't control situations. I can only control how I react to them, my emotions. And I'm learning, and believe me, I still have a problem to this day, a challenge, not a problem, but a challenge to continue to give up power to God and like really go, okay, I don't understand this at all. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, but you know me better than I know myself. You created me. You know what I need. You know what is good for me, and you know how to heal me. You know all of that. So I gotta every day like just kill my flesh. Just let my flesh die slowly and slowly and slowly. And I, have been reading that the only way to allow your flesh to die is to not feed it. And when you've been feeding it your whole life and you're surrounded by things wanting to feed your flesh and these thoughts and these patterns, it's very hard. But slowly and surely, if you stick on that course, you can, and you can trust God. And there's a lot of worldly things that get pushed in your face, and like, oh well, at this age you should have this, or at this point in your life you should be doing this, or you should have this, or it's constantly in our face. And so it's a struggle, and I think even the most faithful people have that struggle every day, but it gets a little bit easier and easier. So yeah, I kind of decided that I would start vlogging, and I know that I'm just kind of rambling, and people are probably like, who is this person, and why is she rambling, and whatever. So anyways, I decided to dedicate this YouTube page to my healing of my heart, to not just those women who I know are in my position and understand and are striving to be amazing, strong women of God, but to the men as well. I think, especially coming from a woman's point of view, a lot of us that have been really hurt by men, and you start to get this, the devil like plants this in your head that all men are that way, and all men, are out to hurt you or take advantage of you. And I, through God transforming me and helping me, and learning that that's not true, and there are amazing men of God out there, and so this is for you as well. I want to help. I'm only one person, but God created me, and I want to help, and I have a heart to help and to minister in any way that I can. And so basically, I am really intrigued to hear about people, and your testimonies and your struggles in life, and any questions or prayer requests or anything that I might be able to help with. I would love that. And as I go through everything that I'm going through and just life in general, I just want to bring my kind of life and challenges and and blessings from God to the forefront, and really just do his work as he's healing me, and I'm getting to that next level. So by him healing me, I hope to have him heal you and share you. So I really would love to hear from you guys, anybody who subscribes. I haven't even created the page yet. I'm working on that right now. This was really just kind of a whim. I felt like God has been putting this in the back of my mind for a while, and I decided tonight, why not? My daughter's asleep, and I'm here, and there's a lot of other things that I could be doing that are just not as good as this, in my opinion, you know. So I really want to minister. So all this rambling, so I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'd love to have a little bit of fellowship here, and share struggles, challenges, blessings, prayers, and testimony, questions that you have for me. Maybe I can help, and maybe vice versa. So I look forward to hearing from everybody once I get this up and maybe get some subscribers and go from there. All right. God bless.